Hello my friends, well guys, let's see how good the mad scientist is defending. So we are going to find some bases with mad scientist in it, and we're going to obviously attack them, and let's see, it's just the early days of mad scientist, so I guess let's not get the impression that the unit is overpowered or not, because things are going to change. I don't know, tactics are going to appear, skills are going to be upgraded, units are going to be changed. So whatever we see in this video is just for fun. We shouldn't get ourselves ahead and say, oh yeah, the mad scientist is not good, or is good, or is going to be nerfed, or is not going to be nerfed, buffed, and all of that stuff. So far I didn't see anything. Oh, there he is. There's the mad scientist. I want to see what's going to happen. Boom, throw that down. The zombies are going to come, and the problem is with zombies, they are not strong enough at this point. I suppose the minute you get the 4th skill of the mad scientist, when you can spawn big zombies, which takes a little bit longer to actually get rid of, it could be interesting. It does slow me down a little bit, the zombies, because they are spawned more likely in the middle of my squad. They are just going to turn their back to the choke point and just be weak, I suppose, for a second. But a second in this game, you know how it is, it can be lethal. There we go. Let's get through those annoying riots. There he is again, spawned exactly in the middle. Then you can see my units, they all turn around, they don't shoot anymore. So I say the mad scientist could potentially be used as a other version of decoy, let's put it that way. You could have the mad scientist in your squad, and then it's a 50-50 chance they're going to spawn a big guy. That big guy can actually do some damage. You can get rid of some of the units, I suppose, and if you have the mad scientist placed in the right place, and then they just do their trick spawning exactly in the middle, then the units, the main units on your choke point, could potentially, yeah, shoot without being shot at. This is interesting. I didn't think about it that way. But that's our first victory. That was only one mad scientist. We're going to try to find a different base with more. We're going to try to find different bases all together to see, to get a proper idea if it's useful in defense or not. I think it could potentially be. As I said, it's early days. I don't think many players will have the mad scientist, but the 4th skill or the skills upgraded or even leveled up that much. So those guys that I find now, they probably, the mad scientist is only level 10, 12, and it doesn't even have 1 skill, or maybe it does, I suppose. But you will definitely not have the 4th skill yet, just yet. Or maybe it would. Never say never, I suppose. Oh, there we go. Ah, my friend, yes. Of course he has a full scientist base. Yes, that's what I needed. Happy with it. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how strong they are. I suppose PvE could... Well, PvEs, the mad scientists are definitely great. Let's get rid of that mortar to begin with, so we can freely spawn some riots and see what the mad scientists can do. We can delay the attack a little bit, because we have loads of them, so I presume it's going to be a lot of zombies. I don't see many of them. That one missed there, and that's not such a bad thing, because the zombies are going to spawn. You can see loads more, and we do have an annoying mortar there that's going to kind of stop the view for us. Oh, there he is. Loads of veterans are coming out. So of course he has mad scientist veterans. I want to see. He can spawn the... Well, not he, it's a she, but my opponent here can spawn the fast zombies. So I'm afraid they're going to get rid of my transport truck. As much as I wanted to keep them there to see what's going on, I'll have to get rid of them. Again, I could see the small fast zombies. They could be helpful as well in battle, I suppose. They could quickly go and well, distract your units. I suppose that's what it is distracting. But it's also the downside of this. I've seen it in mercenary bases as well. I've seen it in shock troops bases. It's so many zombies and units to be against, and that gives you specials such as missiles, fire bombs and all of that. So the minute you have loads of them, it's a matter of just using them to win the battle. In my case, I have those for days. I could have wiped out the whole base without even trying. Only with those. Didn't even have to use my bombing run because I keep getting them. You know, it's loads of zombies, it's loads of units to be against. I suppose it works that way. Anyway, let's get rid of everything. Why not? There it is. Is it shooting straight away though? You see, it starts shooting, but it doesn't use its ability straight away, which I suppose it should be, because I reckon, well, I know for sure they're not that strong. So interesting. Let's quickly get rid of the outpost, and then we quickly move to our next battle. It was interesting. It was, I've seen at some point a lot of zombies there. If those catch you unprepared, I suppose you can actually yeah, I can get surprised. Now I found another base. Finally, it's a CC8 base. So because it's a CC lower than us, we're going to try to make it fair. We're going to spawn only 2 units. I don't really attack lower CCs than me, only if I go farming and I just don't look. I just click on the first base. Boom. Let's see the choke points. 2 tear gas. Yeah, we're going to try to keep it simple. We get rid of all the traps first. We have our riots. The snipers are extremely good. Let's see the zombies coming out in the barbed wire. They are one shot, in fairness. This is, yeah, it's a little bit tricky. Let's use the decoy exactly in the middle. Some of the snipers are going to be gone, and then I say well, it did happen. The mercenaries took care of the rest. This is interesting. I'm going to use the rally flag. I'm going to put all my units back, so it gives me a better chance to spawn more. I have only 2 riots there. I will need more riots if I want to win this. Keep spawning, keep spawning, keep spawning. I hope I'm not going to miss my focus fire. No, I didn't. Mercenaries are good enough. This is oh no, I just triggered the AA instead of getting rid of the mortar. Now I have nothing else. Yeah, we have quite a few units. It's a good choke point. I like it. All my units are turning around. Unfortunately for this guy, this is actually a good base. It's not a bad base at all. It's an interesting idea with that bunker, because all my units are supposed to aim at it, so they will turn. The snipers will actually clear up the whole thing. The only problem is bombing run kind of got rid of the rest of it. So in my opinion, Mad Scientist is different. You can definitely create a new tactic with it. It could potentially be extremely good, I think. See, it doesn't shoot straight away. I think that's one of the downsides, because you do want that ability to be used straight away. They won't last longer than that anyway, so you just have to use it straight away, I think. Well guys, it was a pleasure to be against Mad Scientist. I think it's a great unit, as I said before. Let me know what you think in the comments. But that's everything for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. If you can, please share it with your friends. It does help, and I do really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Turn the notification on. You'll know when I upload next. And guys, as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next video.